All right, folks. I bring you in here where the round of contention started. What is this thing called? Farmland. Yeah. Farmland. There it be. Still uncapped. I don't know what else there is to say. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, this point here, it's you might remember it from, this is the Hagerstown Turnpike map. This is kind of the single tree. Yep, there it is. You can see the CSA kind of stalking back there in the woods. You can go a little ways in the woods with that fence there. Union seems to be making good use of the terrain that's in front of them. And let's see. So last round was a decisive Union win. So I don't know if that's going to hurt the CSA, but it looks like there's been some rotation in leadership on the CSA side. On the Union, it's a lot of the folks that we had last round. I think the Union has some pretty promising leadership situations. So we will see how things go. CSA is storming out of here. It is somewhat dark because of the shadows, not the rest of the map, but more CSA trickling out. Okay, CSA is apparently ordered a charge. But what you can do after this point, did they not? How did they not get that flag up? What were they doing? Yeah, this is not going to go well, but, well, I'm not really sure what the Union's doing. Two flags out there. I'm a little befuddled by this. I mean, if you want to get up to the road and shoot the CSA, then that makes sense to do, but to allow the CSA to embed themselves like this, I think it's questionable, right? I mean, if you're the CSA, you probably want to make use. So this is usually where Battery Brockenbrough is on Hagerstown, and also Hooker's Push.
We're about to. Hold on. Look right, boys. Look right here. New line, boys. New line.
Hold on. So that's Union artillery up there. All right. That's what happened. I guess some of the Union wanted to run through and kill some CSA arty guys. All right. Well, that's cool. Now, this Union group is back here shooting. I guess they'll get a couple of picks.
Flags, pull it back to the Arty. Flags, pull back to Arty.
So I guess the Union that were here got chopped up.
Push it right, guys. Push it right.
Alright, so the CSA comes down, clears the turnpike. Union's going to try to come in here. This is not going to go well. I think in the end, if this is only one Union company, this is not what the Union was doing last round. Last round they were working generally together, very conservative with the flags. Though I seem like I'm missing at least one Union company. Well, if that means that there's two back at spawn, that is a terrible situation. So that's one. Is this really the other one? What is this? This can't be right. I don't know. That was different. Yeah, Union's falling back to their guns. CSA's gonna go back probably in the woods, or maybe use the rise that is normally battery Brockenbro. I think you could get, probably could get some cover and concealment. Maybe you can't. Ooh, that was a nice shot from CSA already. It looked nice, right? That's what we get these days. We'll take a look at things from CSA Artie's perspective. We'll check on the numbers. We're up to 230. I'll do this one because it feels like we should probably get 250. I know the days of 500, man. We got to get back there. 17 for Union artillery and 11 for the Union. So the CSA has an overall advantage, and the Union has 5 extra in artillery, which means in the infantry fight, the Union is probably at least 10 guys down most of the time. Alright, so the CSA out here, we got 1, 2 here. Wait a minute. 2 officers there. Wasn't there just 2 here? I don't... Is that an artillery officer? I have no idea what that was. Could be. But the Union's down 2 flags. I would assume that a push through the woods would be what the Union wants. Because if you don't have flags, you got to make it quick, and you don't want it to be costly on the way in. And so the woods is exactly what you want.
On this line. I want to talk like Ian loves Jesus. Captain Ian. God bless y'all. Yeah, I see them. I seize them. I can smell them.
Well, here we are.
No, it's not. It's there already. Keep moving forward just a little bit.
Let's go. Move it up.
Keep going.
Oh.
Capture the gun here. More of them off to the. They push this gun forward. There are more of them off to the north. Anything you see you're seeing moving out there, it's all going to be enemy. Again, be cognizant.
Yeah, I don't know. Does the Union have to do that to get clear shots on a lot of these points? I mean, it seems like maybe side to side might do better. I don't know what you're trying to see by moving up, but.
Pull it back. Yeah, it's right here. We got it. We got it.
Ceasefire.
Yeah, and that move did not fool, as you can see, fool the CSA at all, because that's what everybody would do in that situation.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm in front of you. I'm just gonna see what's Hold on. Hey boys, let it up, 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 right there, right there, right there. They're right in that position.
Yeah, that's right. Authentic Civil War chant.
My guys. Shit, it's in cornfield or near it. No, it might be on the.
This is the stupidest contention point and conquest point. Well, I don't actually know if it is one of the conquest points. It might be, but why? I also hate Miller's cornfield. You would think that corn has done something to me. It hasn't. But yeah.
Here they come, boys.
I guess Civil War fighting in a cornfield is just not my idea of a good time. I mean, he did tell you they were coming. Y'all are still doing other things. Wow. Wow. Well, this is, yeah, then the complete opposite of the last game, which should be good for the players. Right? Rather than having one side run riot over the other, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. But Hagerstown, part of Hooker's Push, Nicodemus Hill, that would be something if the actually I don't think there's too much that it would be able to contribute to this fight, but wow, Union and CSA are gonna run. The Union flag ran right through that CSA line. Or partial CSA line. Or maybe, I don't even know. The lines are all mixed up here. Alright, we see CSA flags down there. Union's down there, and this is just a toss-up here, I think. Union seems to be running away from this fight. The CSA absolutely do not have the numbers for this. Yeah, this group looks... What? Yeah, well now the CSA is just able to spawn people in while the Union is running around it. And if there was an element of surprise, it's now gone. Is this CSA just leaving its flag there and running? Alright, so we got a melee over here. Probably decisive, right? Because if the CSA just melees the Union down, probably finish capping that flag and then just bury themselves in the fence.
Flags on the road. Everyone get in the road. Flags in the road. Flags.
CSA's got a lot of guys around those flags.
Guys, charge. Keep charging.
Guys, get into the gap. Through the gap.
And no one finished capping that point. Huh. It's a mystery. Yeah, you don't need to bring the flags forward. You just got to keep the men going forward. I see 2 Union flags here. There were 3 CSA ones right there. I think one of the Union ones is down. Looks like the USA got theirs up, yeah. So it looks like the CSA, now that they know the flag's up, they're going to charge in. looks like the Union's gonna concede the point. For now, I don't know. Maybe the Union's gonna try to get all 4 flags oh no. I was gonna say maybe try to get all 4 flags working over here, but it looks like the CSA has just decided to break off from this, and they're just gonna go right for that point. They should get it decapped. It looks like they're gonna be able to cap it again. And yeah, if they cap and hold, you would assume that the Union might burn a lot of tickets trying to get it back. Well, is there actually anybody?
13.
Some of the CSA are pulling out, others are standing. Union appears to have momentum, but it's hard to see how many CSA are left standing in that wall. But it looks like the Union is gradually poking their way through. And another CSA flag goes down over here. I don't know what was up with that CSA flag, but CSA has a second flag down here. Are they gonna be able to get it up, get it out? I don't see it. Okay, so they got one up and got it out. Now they got the other up and got it out. Just. And is the Union simultaneously also wiped? Or it's just a bunch of CSA flags just running like ring around the rosy here. Just spawning people in, and yet again it's the stupidest contention point in the entire game. But that's what happens. Let's zoom out and just see if we've missed anything. I don't think so. I mean, you got some Union groups that are just way off the point here. Yeah, Union's about to go breaking, so if they lose the point, then their last stand. And the CSA is just far, far ahead. Alright, we can see the Union going in. I really thought the Union had it last time. I guess they felt differently. Oh, he's got the finger gun out. Man, those nails are sharp. Look at him go. Does the Union have the momentum this time? It looks like it, but it looked like it last time, but it looks like they just... I think that came from the Union artillery. Yeah.
Keep up the pressure. Charge that, guys.
We've got him
all right, so that's bad for the CSA. If you can't tell, losing a lot of flags too is bad. So now, does the Union? Yeah, I mean, if the Union's able to cap it, CSA would go down to taking losses. They'd be about, I don't know, maybe have a third left. Well, we'll see. We'll just see how the next time goes. Yeah, but with all those flags, all 4 flags are down for the CSA. So you know it's pretty much full reset mode. And you should probably get away from that flag or leave no more than a company there and start moving out and doing other things. But since they were nice enough to lose all 4 of them within about, I don't know, 30 yards, you could just plop one company down on them and keep everything down. But you would then lose this momentum, I guess, that the Union's going to leave with. I don't know if they're going to pay a visit to CSA artillery. But I would try to make sure that the CSA does not get those flags back. I see some CSA lurking. Yeah. Well, you're not looking at the flags, man. You're a little bit off angle there. Well, so far they're all down, and that actually kind of hurts the CSA because they picked them up and then they got knocked down. So I believe if it's always a set timer from when the flag is dropped, that just causes it to reset. You can see here the Union is pushing out. Looks like some are going to make a play for CSA artillery. That's 3 companies, I guess. All right, we'll go on board with them. They're now below the hill, I think. Oh, but you know what? The CSA coming in from spawn, though, they won't have any ability to live in a kind of drawn-out fight. They can make an impact now, and they can at least force the Union to pay a price here for coming into their artillery. I don't know if these groups on the right know that the CSA is on their left.
Get up here.
CSA cannot afford to make this a shootout. Like, you could do a shot or two, but you got to eventually get in there and give them the bayonet, because the Union's just going to keep respawning. Yeah. You're not, because you don't have any of your flags. Ugh. Wow, if the Union loses a flag for that, feels bad. But it does take tickets off the CSA, but Union's got to be very careful here. I just wonder if those flags are just serially spawning people into melees in which they die. That was quite the risky shot from Union Artillery. I don't know who they ended up killing, friendly or enemy, but it looked cool. I would be concerned that flag... Okay, so they got friendlies that are coming up and now facing the enemy, so they should be able to get their flags out. See, did any CSA go on a dank flank? It does not appear. And wow. All 4 are down back there. So, yeah, if the Union's able to hold this... CSA's got to be careful here to not bleed too many tickets on this. Because they would go down to breaking. The Union would then probably be a half morale stage behind. Any CSA going for their flag? Alright, Union's going to countercharge. Maybe looking for some out of formation. Maybe thinking about going back to RD, because now the reinforcements are real spread out from the CSA. You know, it would be backbreaking. Yeah, I think those just despawn. Yeah, that's the right move. I was thinking it'd be backbreaking if a few CSA got back there, got those flags up, and spawned in like 12 guys. They decapped and then capped while you're all out here.
You're
But
good to hold just over here to the right. Come right with me, flag. Good job. Oh, you okay? You're good. Yeah, someone pull that thing back a little bit.
Alright, so the CSA is gonna charge. We'll see if the Union can make a comeback. This would be one for the record books, but I think they're too far down unless I guess the Union gets.
Keep moving, Flag. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Get up there, get up there.
Move it up. Move it up. Move it up. Push. Push. Push.
Flags two, flags two, flags two.
Move.
Let's go.
Move. Flags moving up. Flags moving up. Let's go, boys. Move it up. Move it up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Get up there, guys. Get on there, Artie. Wipe them. Melee them, gentlemen.
Ooh, those flags are getting real close to the CSA. I know that that's your pressure point, right? You bring all those flags up and they keep dropping people in. But the CSA is reloading and shooting while the Union is running. If you have a choice, you genuinely want to be shooting, not moving. After all that, what? Did you not have a load in? Killed the flag bearer and then got clubbed. It doesn't matter. The CSA is going to countercharge, probably wipe those flags. Oh, man, how did they not wipe those flags? I forgot this was a point. Yeah, if the CSA wants to slow roll them as they get their flags up. Oh, you don't want to make a stand here. Yeah, you want to be moving. No. You are not in it. Are they all just standing there? Putting their bayos on? Yeah, they got to keep dragging those flags back. Alright, looks like Viceroy's group is going to try to come up and maybe bail them out. Is the next one the Dunker Church? Is it that one? Yeah, so the Union's about to go... Yeah, it is the Dunker Church point, so... Union's about to go last stand anyways. And they've been pushed very far right. Pushed back into Miller's cornfield.
To the woods, guys. To the woods. To the woods. To the west.
That's all they can do, really. Yeah, the CSA can pretty much throw most of its companies if it wanted to against this group in Miller's. And as long as they get their flags out, CSA could just send a group down to Dunkers and cap that. But honestly, at this point, it's the Union casualties once they go last stand that are going to hurt.
Oh, they're charging. Everybody, go to the fifth and shoot. They're still charging.
No. Nope, the CSA knows what's up. They're pretty much just going to say, well, we're between you and the point you need to be at. So, good luck with that. We're going to get there first, and you're about to go last stand, so... Huh. Okay. Alright. What do we got back here? 2 CSA companies? Yep. Yeah, so the Union's gonna look to go in the woods and then come out through the woods at the Dunker Church. They've not gone final push yet, or last stand yet. Sorry, it's force of habit. Is that a volley back there? Yeah, it was. These companies need to move. They need to start moving towards the Dunker Church. Well, that's too bad for the Union. They made it much closer than I thought it was going to be. But about a half morale stage behind is rough, and the fact that yeah, so the CSA is going to do sometimes what the Union does on the skirmish version of this, when it's Dunker Church and they just want to cap and then hold against the CSA counterattack. I don't know how many CSA have 42s, if any. If they have, well, I'm guessing that's exactly their plan, because they're going to use the woods to screen them. Man, that is a long movement. I mean, they're still back here. But what on earth? There's not very much here. Yeah, well. You know, there might be some sort of weird scenario where the CSA are so pulled out of position that, I don't know, the Union comes up, even though they're in last stand, they wipe these guys, they put the flag up and they hold it. It sounds crazy. Probably because it is, but yeah, the CSA here is, I don't know who jumped on. In fact, we had at least one new officer in the infantry, and I don't know what this is. I mean, yeah, I understand running through the arty just to silence them. I don't know if any of the CSA guns have turned to be able to support the Dunker Church position. I mean, they could. It's not. Oh, wow. I guess the CSA was closer to capping that one than I realized. All right, well, that happens. Yeah, that one was kind of cool. Way too much Miller's cornfield for my taste, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, Union had a lot more out of lines early on. A few more skirmishing. And just, yeah, more deaths. About 100 there, so. Alright, very good. I had fun. Hope to have you back for the next one.